Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be learning how to put and load GameCube games on the Wii. So we're going to be turning on the Wii, it's going to show a loader, and then we will choose our GameCube game, and then it'll take us straight to the GameCube game. No need for the Wii remote, no need to insert disc, and just turn on, go in, and start playing, which is I think what we all want to do. So the way we're going to be doing this is we're going to be using Priiloader to go into USB Loader GX, and then USB Loader will show us the games that we have, and then when we pick a game, USB Loader will jump to the Nintendo, which is the actual application that runs homebrew games, and then it'll load the game, and then we can go into the game. So it sounds convoluted, but it's pretty straightforward, it's pretty easy, and you don't even have to think about anything. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see here, I already have my apps folder and a games folder on the SD card that I'm going to use. And all the applications and everything you could find out, you could see in the description below. You will see straight GameCube Games folder. You'd right click and extract it, and it'll give you this folder right here. Now the first three folders are required, but you'll see that the last thing I have is a WAD file, and a WAD is basically an installable file for the Wii, and I've included that, but that one is optional. A lot of people don't want to go to the main Wii menu and then select it and go in. However, some people do. So the WAD will install a channel to the main Wii system menu. And so if you still like to go to there, you can do all this while still going from the Wii home menu. But I'm not going to show that in this video. It's there if you want to install it. You could check out my Pimp My Wii video on how to install a WAD file to get that installed and go from there. So these three folders right here are all going to be copied into your apps folder on your SD card. Your Wii should already be modded with the homebrew channel on there, and assuming you set up everything right, this method should work. And basically you just drag and drop and copy over to the apps folder on your SD card. And then for the games, you'll see that they're under a games folder. And right here, you'll see I have Sonic Adventure 2. However, this is not the right way they should be. The right way they should be is inside another folder. So for example, inside the games folder, I would make another folder, and this could be whatever name you want. I'm going ahead and name it Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, just like that. And now the actual ISO folder, you got to make sure you have the extensions on. If you don't know if you have it on, you can go to View in Windows 10, click on File Name Extensions. See, go back to View, click File Name Extensions, and you'll see now we have the .iso extension. An extension is something that tells you what a file is. It tells you what a file is. So an ISO is basically a picture or an image of a disk. So in other words, it's like having the ISO of a game is like having the digital version of it. So the actual ISO file, we're going to go ahead and rename to game. It has to be named game so that Nintendo can read it. We're going to put that in the Sonic Adventure 2 Battle folder. And let's assume we're just going to add another game just so that you guys could see the structure. But you would go make another folder. Let's just say we're going to do Mario Party 4. Again, you can name it whatever you want, but the actual ISO file has to be named game.iso. If it's named anything else, Nintendo won't recognize it. And the reason, first we have a games folder so that Nintendo knows that that's where the games are. Then inside we give the folders different names, like the name of the game, so that we know which game it is. Otherwise, you're just gonna have a file that says game, and you won't know what it is. But this is the file structure that it has to be in. And after that, you're all set on the SD card files. So we're gonna go ahead and switch to our Wii. And I'm gonna go ahead and power it off by unplugging it. Insert my SD card, plug it in, power it on. And what I'm actually gonna do, I'm doing this because I have the previous version of Priiloader installed, but if you don't, you could just turn it on and click on the homebrew channel. You can click on the homebrew channel inside your system menu and it'll take you to the same place. Oh crap. I'm doing it this way because I don't have a Wii remote with me at the moment, but you can use a Gamecube controller. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the homebrew channel. We're gonna go ahead and choose Priiloader and go straight into that. This is gonna be Priiloader version 0.9. They didn't even get to make it a version 1. So to either install or update your Priiloader, you press A, it'll do its thing, and you'll get the success message, and at the bottom say update done. You click A to go back, and it'll take you back to the homebrew channel. And we're halfway done at this point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unplug my Wii, plug it back in, press the power button, and hold the reset button right after you press the power button. But that's gonna bring up the Priiloader. Now you see that I have version 0.9, which is the latest one. And we're gonna scroll down to load install file. What this does, it scans our SD card for the different applications, and what it means to install an application means that the application embeds itself in Priiloader itself, like in the Wii's NAND, in the Wii's actual memory. And we're gonna install this application and tell Priiloader that, hey, when you turn on, go to this application. In this case, we're gonna select USB Loader GX. It installed. And now when we're done, we go back to the settings, the Priiloader settings, and you'll see where it says auto boot. It should be the first option. We just changed that to installed file. You could do the homebrew channel, you could do boot me, the main system menu, but we're gonna be going to the installed file right now. We're gonna go ahead and save settings. Go down and click exit menu. And we should be almost done. The way we test this is we go to installed file and press A. If it goes to USB Loader GX, that means that it's a success. Now you're gonna get the waiting for HDD message if you don't have a USB flash drive installed or USB hard drive. If you do, it's gonna scan it and go straight to it. But if you're just using an SD card, then you either have to wait for the countdown or press a B button just to straight skip it. So you're probably gonna get this message, USB device not initialized, again, if you don't have a USB flash drive installed. And you can see I have some games here, so what I'm gonna do is delete the NAND channels. The NAND channels are the Wii channels on the system itself, like the voting channel, the weather, and any other WADs you've installed would be on the NAND. Let me click OK. As you can see that there's Sonic Adventure 2 Battle right there, but we're not done quite yet. First, we have to make sure that we have the right loader selected. So we're going to go into Settings, Loader Settings, on private server, we're gonna go to wiimmfi.de. That's for another video, but it's good to keep that in mind. We're gonna scroll all the way down to Gamecube settings. Gamecube source is gonna be auto, and make sure the Gamecube mode is on Nintendo. Again, we're gonna be using Nintendo to load our games in. But once we verified that, we click back. Don't buy an aftermarket GameCube controller, they're not worth it. But we're gonna go press A on there. It's gonna show that. We're gonna click start. Have your fingers crossed. And it looks like it's loading. And there it is, folks. Now you can just start playing just like normal. If you have a memory card, you can also insert it in the Wii so you could pick up on where you left off in your childhood. Or the cool thing that you can do as well, if you know how to do it, and I can also provide the service as well, but I can find you a save file that you want, like for example 100% save file on Sonic, or 100% completed in Smash Bros. Or if you have your GameCube memory card and you want to transfer that information to a Wii that doesn't have GameCube ports, because you could do this on the Wiis that don't even have GameCube ports. The hardware is still there. Even the Wii U can play GameCube games, but if you have save data that you want to switch and it doesn't have this, you can contact me and I can do the service for you, or I'll make a video on that in the future to help you guys out. But from here on, you could just play like normal, do everything. If you press the reset button, what's gonna happen is it just resets the GameCube game. How it works is that Nintendo boots into the GameCube section of the game, boots into the GameCube section of the Wii, and goes into like this sandbox and keeps you in there. So the only way to exit fully and go back to choose another game is to probably get up off the couch and press the power off button. It'll power down all the way, and then you just turn it back on. You're about to see that it's going to go straight to USB Loader GX by itself. Again, I don't have a USB, so I'm just going to click B to skip it. And there it is. Choose another game. You're all good. If you want to download the artwork, you can. All you have to do is just click here and then click OK, and it'll start searching through your library of Wii and GameCube games and download the artwork and make it all pretty. And obviously you do have to be connected to the internet for that, and I'm not going to show that in this video because it's easy, and you click on it, it'll automatically show. But that's it for this video, guys. Like it if you liked it, disliked it if you disliked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and check out the links below. I got my website, with my links and streams and all my products and everything. And if you're a Vocaloid artist, music or art-wise, you can contact me, and let's get your Vocaloid stuff in front of more people, whether it be music or art-wise. We can print out shirts, we can print out posters. But thanks for checking out, guys. See you in the next one.